Defund the police is an amazing slogan, and if you disagree, you're wrong. I see a lot of people saying that defund the police is a bad slogan because it is controversial and extreme. This has it exactly backwards. Defund the police is a good slogan because it is controversial and extreme. Let's think of another very recent, controversial and extreme political slogan. Make America Great Again. What makes this slogan so effective, and why is it the same thing that makes defund the police so effective? Let's take a look. First of all, any slogan has to break through the noise of the modern information era. It's a maelstrom out there. There's just so much going on and competing for our attention. So how do you actually get the attention of so many attention-strapped Americans? Well, first of all, whatever your content is, it has to be highly arousing. It has to trigger strong emotions, be they positive emotions or negative emotions. It doesn't matter as long as it is strong emotions. But on top of that, there is also this element of high and low dominance. An example of a low dominance emotion would be fear. An example of a high dominance emotion would be admiration. These also impact how people respond to content. High dominance tends to lead to lots of sharing. Low dominance doesn't mean a person's not going to talk about it. It actually means they're going to talk about it a ton. And both of these slogans do both of these things. But just to opposite sides of the American political divide. That is why they have been so effective at breaking through the noise and actually being heard by Americans. If you are not heard, you're not going to get anything done. You have to be heard. And it's hard to be heard. But it is more than just a catchy slogan. It is also policy. And it's more than just a cry for policy. It's real policy that's already been enacted in cities across the country. Within the same year that it became a slogan, each of these cities up here defunded the police to varying extents and to varying levels of effectiveness, sure. But there's already movement on this, literally within months of it being a policy demand. That's really fast for politics. That's not nothing. Across those 12 cities listed, there are 18.7 million Americans in them. That is 18.7 million Americans living in places where the policy demand of defund the police is already in progress for real. That is real change for millions of Americans. But wait, there's more. On top of being an extremely effective slogan and a policy demand that is already being met, in places where it has not yet already taken root, it is shifting the Overton window. An easy way to think of the Overton window is it's the boundaries of polite discussion. And perhaps you're a moderate Democrat that is in favor of reforming the police. Well, guess what? It is a lot easier to sell reforming the police to your constituents when they have heard this more extreme statement of defund the police, and that's the radical position. Suddenly, you get to back off of the radical position as the moderate Democrat and be like, well, I'm not in favor of defunding the police, but of course, I'd like to reform the police. If you didn't have that room to maneuver, reforming the police would be the extreme position, and that would be much harder to sell. It makes more moderate positions appear more moderate, which is good if you are a moderate Democrat. So this slogan is giving all the moderate Democrats out there room to maneuver in their dreams of reforming the police department. That matters. So in short, you have a slogan that can break through the information maelstrom of the modern era. You have a slogan that is actually a policy demand and is already actually policy for millions of Americans. And it shifts the Overton window, giving more moderate Democrats in more moderate jurisdictions room to maneuver and implement other types of police reforms. These three things combined, it's a good slogan. It's not a bad slogan. It's really good. It's really, really good. And so many people miss this because they just think controversy is bad. No, controversy is a tool. It's fucked up, that's the case, but that is the world we live in right now. So, in short, defund the police. if you liked this content, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. You know, all the fancy shill stuff. I'm producing more content like this on a regular basis, getting more regular moving forwards. I also have a Twitch stream. Check that out. Link in the description. And if you're wondering why my title is so inflammatory, well, maybe you should watch this video again. Take care.